Kajabi is one of the best online platforms for hosting and selling your online courses and even a community area. And in this video, I'm going to break down 7 things that you should know about Kajabi before you actually buy it after over 2 years of using this as my main platform. So I've been using Kajabi for a couple of years now to sell a whole raft of different styles of digital products and also online courses in various different niches for my multiple different social media accounts. I have around 800,000 followers on the internet across YouTube and TikTok. We have about 500 million views on the videos that we've created, but I'm not really going to bang on about that because you don't really care about it. Just a little bit of value for me. It's like these videos. I hate these videos where people are like, I'm a 6-figure business owner. Mate, no one cares. No one cares. Good for you. There's loads of other people are too. So we're just going to focus on talking about Kajabi rather than talk about myself and some of the things that you need to know. Prior to using Kajabi, I hosted my online courses on a platform called Podia. Now, Podia is a much more budget entry-level online course hosting platform that in my personal opinion was the worst choice ever in terms of scalability of the businesses. So we had to switch all of our systems over from Podia to a new Kajabi website, and then there was old customers using the old Podia website, and it just messed things up, and we actually cost us more money to host our website on Podia than just paying the more expensive monthly subscription on Kajabi because of all of the additional tools that were required in order to use Podia and have like MailChimp for different email marketing, different Zapier to link up different integrations. Complete nightmare. So if you're looking at cheaper alternatives to Kajabi, just bear in mind that it will be more expensive because of the third-party tools that you'll need to integrate with those platforms. So Kajabi is actually, and this is a fact, the cheapest one out of all of the online platforms that you could choose from because it is an all-in-one platform. It's absolutely incredible. But since switching to Kajabi, one thing that has impressed me the most has been the updates and the frequency of updates to the platform. Since the last sort of 2 years we've been on it, the amount of new features that have been added to Kajabi versus Podia and all the other platforms that we've tried in the past is astronomical. Like Kajabi's up here, they're leveraging AI, they've got these creator studios, they've got all these insane features that none of the other platforms have even comprehended. Implementing it probably will take them 4 or 5 years to do the same thing. And this is one thing that's been really impressive is the frequency of updates and also the major improvements of those updates. And one of the biggest updates is actually the workflow and ease of use of the platform if you are specifically a solo entrepreneur, one of those solopreneur business models that does a lot of coaching calls. So a lot of these platforms can facilitate your online courses and also a calendar system for people booking you for a one-on-one call or a group coaching call where you might charge, £1,000 an hour or whatever you're worth in the marketplace. Now, prior to this, Kajabi used to require you to sort of integrate a degree of Zoom. You can still integrate like Zoom and Google Meets if you prefer using those, and Calendly. But now it has its own native way of you hosting and taking the call. So somebody can book you for £1,000 an hour, have an hour call, and then they can choose from a calendar directly in Kajabi what your free times are. And then within there, it's all hosted natively on the platform. They literally just join through a link on Kajabi's streaming services, and then they even get an automated recording of that live call sent to them straight after. It works essentially just like Zoom does, but it removes the friction. If you're hosting coaching calls with Zoom, you would book me through the website, then I would have to have a Zapier email automation that would send you a Zoom join link on your designated meeting time zone. And then after we would have the meeting, I would then have to save the recording, or you would have to save the recording, wait for it to export, send it over via Dropbox, you download it, it's a crap quality file. Very, very frustrating. Whereas with the Kajabi one, you literally join through the link, have the call directly on your own website, and then you just get a recording of that straight away without me having to send that over or you having to request it via the Zoom desktop app. Very, very easy for both the customer and also for the creator who is doing the Zoom calls. And it's great if you are a solo entrepreneur because you'll have a huge team to facilitate the emails, sending out the Zoom links, sending out the pre-recordings of the Zoom calls so they can watch it back. It just automates all natively within the platform. All you have to do is in the back end, you just choose Kajabi as your preferred video hosting platform, and then you add your availability and dates within there, and then people can purchase your coaching offer, and then within their library area choose a time slot. It's very easy to get this set up, and I'll leave a link down below in the video description that will give you an extended 30-day free trial to Kajabi. This is 16 extra days, so you get completely for free, literally for using that link, and a bonus offer on top of this is a $200 discount to my new YouTube Roadmap to Success course. Of course, if you are going to be creating online courses, you need some form of getting attention, and we know how to do that. We pull about 25 to 35 million views a month, mate, across our social media platforms. So I break down our entire workflow of how we make videos go viral to get attention, and then you can obviously funnel those over to your Kajabi website to sell your offers, your coaching programs, your digital products. So that's a little bonus that you get for just using that link and getting the extended free trial. And if you wanted to, you can save $200 on the YouTube Roadmap to Success. It's literally the best course on YouTube, hands down, because most of these other gurus sell you on an online course about how to grow a YouTube channel, and all they they have ever done is built a channel about how to grow on YouTube. They've never built a proper YouTube channel about, different products, different skill sets, tutorials, whatever. So they don't have the full complete amount of knowledge to actually help you understand how to use YouTube correctly. And there's certain patterns they just don't see in the analytics because they've never achieved more than 500,000 views in a single month. We get 20 million views on just one channel every single month. So we see particular patterns within the data and analytics that other creators just have never seen before. So we break all of that down. You get to see it inside of our own analytics and our own workflows within that class. On the topic of being a creator and making your life a little bit easier, Kajabi recently added something called the Creator Studio, which is an interface that lets you basically upload videos and then it will use AI to snip that up into clips that you can post on social media, or you can have it create blog posts. It can even write, sales pages out for you, landing pages, and social media posts, whether that be for like Twitter, Instagram, or captions or video descriptions for your YouTube videos. Now, I thought this would be a little bit of a gimmick, to be honest. Most of these AI features are that a lot of platforms have these days. But from the 3 or 4 videos that I've tested it out, I've been pleasantly surprised by the end results and how usable those results actually were. Just from it scanning some random videos from our online courses that I'd selected. I hadn't even put an intentional video in there. Like, this is a 10-minute video that I want you to take this exact information out of it. It was pretty loose how we'd set it up. Now, you get this for free within your Kajabi subscription. You can do one project essentially every single month. So you can upload one video and go ahead and create loads of bits of content out of that. However long the video is that you upload, the more content you could probably pull out of it if you wanted to. But in addition to this, you can pay, it's in collaboration with Adobe Express. You can pay a monthly subscription on top of this to then access, 30 clips or more clips, however many you sort of require. And something really interesting is it says it's like $7 per month for certain plans, but every time I go to check out, it seems to be like $2 per month. I don't know if there's some discount being applied by Kajabi depending on what tier of plan you have. I'm on the top growth sort of plan, I think it is, the top tier one, about $400 per month. So that's quite useful and definitely a great feature that none of the other platforms have available to you. And I think if you learn how to use it correctly, especially for writing the blog posts and also the social media captions, the sales pages were quite impressive too, like the checkout page, like the benefits of buying this product. And some of the words it used were much better than what I would have used. Sometimes, when I'm so busy, I'm writing out and building these websites, but I use good language, but it's very repetitive language. It's words I would commonly use in videos and they just come top of mind. Whereas the AI was using much more articulate words, you could argue or say, that were just a little bit more descriptive and quite unique in terms of how the paragraphs were reading. And it did sound like someone else had written it, not just me sort of banging it out on the train to get the sales page up. So that was quite useful and a great benefit. Again, trying to save you time. This is what Kajabi offers. It's the only one business platform, has all of the tools in there, but it has these really unique tools that once you learn how to use them, could potentially save you time, or even the requirement of having a freelancer or somebody helping you out that you might hire through Fiverr or something like that. And this literally just came out of beta and it works pretty well. A big question mark when it comes to signing up to Kajabi is understanding how to navigate sales tax on your online course sales. So this is something that I've seen a lot of comments on when I've talked about how I use Kajabi, and people are like, what do you do about sales tax? Sales tax, it doesn't calculate sales tax. Well, thankfully, Kajabi has now added some new features where it does calculate and handle all of the sales tax for you natively within the platform. This is where Teachable did have the upper hand over probably every other online course hosting platform. It used to tackle sales tax, VAT, all these types of things automatically, depending on where the sale was generated. Teachable would just do some clever stuff and figure it out for you. I'll also leave a link down in the description to Teachable if you're interested in checking out an alternative to Kajabi. This will save you, I think it's something like $50 per month off of a pro plan or one of the top plans that get you loads and loads of features on Teachable. So you can both try out Kajabi for 30 days with the link below, and then also try out Teachable with a free trial, and then even save on your monthly subscription every single month, just literally for using that link. It's super convenient and it'll save you money over the long time. Now, Teachable obviously handled this sales tax automated. So basically someone would buy in, I don't know, France, it would automatically apply all the sales tax. Somebody would buy it at some part of, America, some state, it would apply the sales tax for Nevada or whatever the state would be. So that was quite cool that did that, but Kajabi didn't really do this. Now, there was a solution to this that not many people really discussed, and it was Stripe. So if you're using Stripe as your payment provider and also PayPal Business, you can kind of set up sales tax in the back end of those anyways. You just have to sort of manually do it. So there was a way to collect sales tax on these platforms prior to this, but now Kajabi's sort of taking care of it with its native feature that's managing it for you. And while we're on the topic of receiving money into your bank account, let's actually talk about the new Kajabi payments interface that has been added. So of course, you've got the sales tax now sort of being managed natively on the platform, but a new introduction to Kajabi is Kajabi payments that has really enhanced the checkout experience for the customer, but also ensures that you definitely get your money. So prior to this, you could only accept payments via PayPal Business, and also Stripe. They take a 2.9% commission, basically transaction fee, which is standard. No dramas there whatsoever. Now these have been perfectly fine because it allowed people to pay with an email address if they didn't really trust your website with PayPal, or they could pay with a credit card on Stripe if they did trust your website a little bit better. Now there's Kajabi payments that add Google Pay and also Apple Pay. So that again makes the checkout process way faster. If somebody's on a MacBook, they can literally just press the Touch ID and check out on your website. It inserts all of the customer information automatically, so that hopefully increases the conversion rate on your sales page. But more importantly, with Kajabi Payments has also been the introduction of Afterpay. So if you're selling a high ticket course, the biggest problem is people can't afford it. So if you're selling like a $5,000 program, the amount of people that would have £5,000 cash in their bank account is pretty small. They're not going to be like, oh, I'm going to drop 5K on this in one-time payment. So prior to this, you used to have to set up payment plans within Kajabi where you go, right, we're going to split this up into 3 payments, so then people could pay in installments. But then obviously if their credit card failed on the second installment, they would maybe get your course for like $1,000, and there's nothing you could do about it. You would have to, email them or maybe do some, it just wasn't worth the hassle. Their credit card failed, they didn't have the money, just got to suck it up. So that was the problem. A lot of time you might sell a high ticket program and to somebody on monthly installments, but there was no way of guaranteeing those monthly installments would be complete. There would be a large percentage of people that would default on the payments because they didn't have the money. Whereas with Afterpay, you do lose a little bit more on the transaction fee. I think it's around 6.9% versus 2.9%, but this guarantees payment into your bank account. So they will pay with Afterpay using Kajabi Payments on monthly installment plans where they'll set that up on their own terms, whether they're going to pay in 4 installments, 6 installments, 7 installments, but you'll get your $5,000 straight into the bank account. And if they default on the payments, Afterpay will take care of that. They obviously they agree to the T's and C's with Afterpay, so they'll deal with all the legal stuff on that end. So you're paying the premium on the transaction fees, 6.9%, I think, on the top of my head, but you're guaranteed getting your $5,000 into the bank account. So this is one of the huge advantages of Kajabi Payments. It's available right now in America, and I'm just waiting for it to be available in the UK because I'm British. So I haven't fully got access to all of the features on Kajabi Payments just quite yet. But what I do have full access to are the brand new Kajabi Communities 2.0. Now, recently Kajabi acquired a company called Vibely, who were renowned for being one of the best sort of online community hosting platforms. That's now integrated natively into your Kajabi subscription. So again, this is where the value of Kajabi really starts to shine through. Yes, you pay a little bit more per month than everybody else, but you get all of these crazy features, analytics, web landing pages, email marketing tools, integration tools, AI tools, and now even an online community area included in that price. Whereas prior to this, you would have had to have had something like, I don't know, like a Kajabi, like a Podia or something, have a crappy little community area that's included on that. So you'd have to then go and pay for a Vibely or a Circles or even a School, that one that Alex Hormozi recently purchased to host that degree of your online programs, which just then meant you'd have to spend another $100, $200 per month for that area. This is now in your Kajabi subscription, and it's effectively Vibely, just rebranded through Kajabi. So with this, you now have Kajabi Community 2.0, where you can create a private group. It's essentially like a Facebook group, but you have full control over it. You can control how it looks in terms of the branding. You can create closed off areas. And one of my favorite features, especially over something like School, is you can have free areas and also paid access areas. Whereas with School, you can only have either a free plan or a paid plan on one group, and that's it. You then have to use Zapier and Stripe to create a checkout page, then allocate somebody a particular level to access certain access features if they're on the paper. It's ridiculously it's just clunky as hell to try and set that up on School, and that's why I'm not really a huge fan of School. I think it's good, it's easy to get it set up, but if you want to have a free plan and a paid plan within one community area, but you've got like 1,000 people that are for free and 100 people that pay and they get extra access to stuff at a particular level, you have to set up automations with Zapier and special landing pages with Stripe, which is a lot of it's quite intimidating for people that have no idea. The amount of YouTubers that have actually emailed me that have like 1 million, 2 million followers who have been looking at setting up School stuff because they've watched some of my random videos on my tiny channel. They've sent me messages and I've had to talk them through it on a voice message, and even they are tech savvy with millions of followers and they can't even figure out how to use the Zapier integrations. It's a little bit frustrating for them. So this, with Kajabi 2.0 Communities, you can do it natively within your website. So you can have your main flagship website, you can have all your online course programs, and you can create a free community where people can join that completely for free and they have access to certain areas of that, and then you can create other channels within this community area where you get exclusive access to those areas depending on which courses you're enrolled in, whether you are paying a monthly subscription for those more premium access groups. You can have exclusive chat rooms that are available only to people on those channels. It's essentially like a more business professional version of a Discord. You can create all the different channels, but you can control who accesses them and who can't access them natively within the platform without needing a Zapier or an external sales page to get people to sign up on a monthly subscription. So that works very, very well. And we're actually using a Kajabi community integrated into my YouTube roadmap to success. So you have the main flagship course that you can watch on your own. There's hundreds, I think it's about 14 modules. It's got tons of content in there. You watch all of the videos, and then you can go into the community area, which is exclusive to members of that course. And then you can have live Q&A calls with me. We do monthly calls inside of that group, talk to the community, answer any questions, see what you guys are up to. And then as well, you can talk to other members who have solely taken and enrolled on that course. So you're going to get much higher quality information because everybody's learning off of similar resources. So this works very, very well for structuring your community areas. And then as well, it's all branded and linked to the current site. So it goes straight onto that main website. There's no separate URLs. This is the community on School or inside of a Discord area or a Facebook group. And then this is our website where you watch the courses. It keeps it all on brand and consistent in one hub. So let's talk about the pricing plans on Kajabi. There are 3 different tiers you can choose from. You've got Basic, Growth, and also Pro. Now, I personally use the Pro plan at $400 per month. You can pay annually and save 20% on this, so it's not as expensive as it first appears. Now, I see a lot of people go for the Basic plan because, of course, when you start out, you don't have many products, you don't have many coaching offers. You just have literally probably 3 products: a coaching offer and an online course. But I think there's a lot of limiting factors to the Basic plan, where I think for that extra $40-ish per month, upgrading to the Growth plan will just make your life and experience with Kajabi much more complete. So with the Growth plan, you get access to a lot of the AI stuff, but also you have way more students. You can have up to 10,000 active students, which, allows you way more scalability in terms of how much products you can sell, whether that be just simple digital downloads or online courses. So you can have people enrolling. You can also have a bigger email marketing list. So you're just much less stressed about exceeding those caps, because you can quickly build out email marketing lists if you're quite clever and you understand how to get a lot of views on platforms like YouTube and funnel them over to certain landing pages where they get some little perks and exclusive things. You also actually get additional websites when you go for both the Growth and Pro plans. So on the Basic plan, you just get one Kajabi website for your monthly subscription. But if you go for the Basics plan, you can join the Kajabi Hero program, basically Kajabi Partners, and this will give you an additional website completely for free that you can use for whatever you like, whether that be promoting Kajabi, talking about what you can and can't do on Kajabi, or just using that. I've even spoke to Kajabi about this. You can use this for whatever you like. It could be hosting a completely different online course program, so you keep your customers separate. So you might have a website where you maybe teach people how to grow on YouTube, but then you have a separate website where you teach people how to grow on Instagram. So you want the branding and vibe of the websites to be completely different, because the target demographic of somebody growing on YouTube versus somebody who wants to start an Instagram account are probably quite different. You've probably got completely different age groups and also interests of those archetypes that you're trying to, those avatars that you're marketing to. So you want the website to have a different vibe and feel. So that allows you to do that within the Growth plan, and you get that extra website completely for free where you can do whatever you like with it just by literally signing up for Kajabi Partners, which works super cool. Now, obviously then the same is true with the Pro plan. On this subscription, you get 3 websites, but if you join Kajabi Partners, you get 4 websites within that subscription. And that's exactly how we run it, because I've got so many different YouTube channels. We have one Kajabi subscription going out every single month, and we use 4 websites for completely different products and completely different things. We've got our music website, our gaming website, our tech website, and also our business website, our sort of media channel. So we are leveraging all of that within one subscription. And at this point as well, you can have up to 20,000 active students. And if you ever exceed that, you can then sign up to something called Kajabi Access, which is huge to know about, which is literally like an extra sort of 20 or 30% per month. It's not that much more dollars. And it allows you to have double of everything. You can have double the products, double the students, double the email list. It's crazy. It gives you so much more flexibility. And that's probably the biggest issue people have when they see the Kajabi pricing and think, oh my word, what if I exceed 20,000 students? At which point you'd be a multi-millionaire. So you'd be pretty cool with that. But they think, oh my god, what if that means my website would be done and we can't sell any more courses? But then you can just literally upgrade your plan, Kajabi Access, not much more per month. It's like $50, $60, nothing at all. Depending again which tier you're upgrading on, you can do it on both Growth and Pro. And then boom, doubles everything. You got way more bandwidth available on your website, and then you don't need to worry about it until you then obviously exceed that. You can get a special business enterprise plan at that point, because you'll be such a huge customer for Kajabi. They'll create you a pretty bespoke plan. And then finally, let's talk about the AI course creation tools. Now, if you've never made an online course course before, you're probably a little bit intimidated in trying to digest and understand how you can lay out the information. How can you structure it in a way that's easy for somebody to consume, and you just have no idea where to start with this. Now, thankfully, Kajabi has this cool feature where you type in the name of your course, YouTube Roadmap to Success, or how to start playing the guitar or something like that, and then it will use the AI and all of its knowledge and its huge database of courses, and it will use the AI to then come out with the most optimal layout for that online course to at least get you started. So it'll even create modules with individual videos in those modules, and each of those videos will also have a description explaining what you're going to talk about inside of that specific class. So we're going to talk about the pentatonic scale on the guitar, and we're going to go through the minor scale, the major scale, and then it'll say, oh, the major and minor scale is, and it'll have huge paragraphs of actually very accurate information. It even did a very good job of our YouTube layout when I just typed in YouTube course, and it actually had a pretty rough structure of how we would do that. We obviously then went ahead and completely customized it for the type of knowledge we were sharing, but it had a nice little generic layout like a terrible sort of YouTube growth guru would just follow anyways. I'm going to show you how to get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. It had a great little sort of basic outline. It's great if you've never made an online course before because it lets you see how to structure information, but also it works very well for creating mini courses. So you maybe have some flagship programs that are more expensive, but then you have some little mini courses that you want to use as lead magnets, and how to make a YouTube thumbnail, how to edit a YouTube video, how to make a Kajabi website, and it might be just a little lead magnet that you sell for much lower, and then it means you don't want to invest too much time into creating that smaller asset because it's not as profitable as your more main flagship programs that you want to sell them onto. But at least using the AI features, it can do a huge amount of the work for you in terms of laying out that mini course and also writing all of the paragraphs and information about each of the videos that you're going to cover within there, and then you can just tweak it and personalize it where it's appropriate. I think it's another fantastic time-saving tool that is very powerful. Don't forget to check out that extended 30-day free trial that's linked down below to Kajabi that will give you 16 extra days completely for free. This will give you loads of time to get the website built up before you even have to spend any money at all on a subscription to the platform, so you can see if it's actually right for you. So it's completely risk-free, and it's way better than just using the generic 14-day free trial that you get signing up via the website. Don't forget, you'll also get that bonus offer of saving $200 on our YouTube Roadmap to Success for signing up to Kajabi using our free trial link. And inside of this online course, you'll get all of the learning resources and knowledge to understand how to get attention and views on social media and build a successful and sustainable brand that you can use and leverage to sell your online programs that you want to build and out with Kajabi. But if you're still unsure about whether Kajabi is right for you, you should check out this video next and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this.